Hello, I'm Donna Haney from Addison School District 4. As the Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction for our elementary public school district, I am responsible for guiding all areas of teaching and learning for our pre-K through 8th grade students. I am joined today by Assistant Superintendent Chuck Wortman and our School District Superintendent John Langton. This month, our ACTV program will focus on informing our community about the many exciting changes occurring in our school district. These changes will help develop strong foundations for our children. In our winter edition of the Connect for Kids newsletter, we shared many areas of celebration for our school district community. Every Addison resident should have received a copy of the Connect for Kids in early February. We hope our community is just as excited about a few changes that we are currently preparing for. Mr. Langton, since you are well rehearsed on the Board of Education's decision to implement full-day kindergarten for our students, can you share some of the history behind that decision and what it will mean for our community?
Sure, Donna. Back in 2011, the Addison School District 4 Board of Education engaged in a strategic planning process. And that process involved approximately 70 community members. And one of the prevailing goals of that effort was to enhance our early learning programs for all students throughout our community. That certainly started with our 3 to 5 year old programs, but they also focused on the need to consider full-day kindergarten for all students. So shortly thereafter, we initiated a pilot at Army Trail School, and that pilot involved 2 classes of full-day kindergarten. And we had one gen ed English speaking class and one Spanish bilingual class. In addition, we also maintained a couple of our half-day programs so that we could compare data after that first year. And so we did compare data, and it was amazing, the differences in performance of these 2 student groups. And so we decided to continue that into a second year of the pilot, and then ultimately we looked at whether or not we could accommodate that school district-wide. So, both Mrs. Haney and Mr. Wortman, from your perspective, both of you being elementary school principals at one time, what do you see as being some of the benefits between a full-day kindergarten program and a half-day program?
Well, when all of our students attended half-day kindergarten, that equates to only 2.5 hours a day, which is a very, very short amount of time to build those early literacy and numeracy skills in our students. So with the full-day program, our students are able to be exposed to many more varieties of learning experiences so that they can build those strong foundations for learning in later years. So, did you want to add anything, Mr. Warner?
Well, instead of glossing over things, we were able to dig deeper and to really provide the appropriate literacy and mathematics skills for our kindergarten students. So it's been a fantastic experience for our full-day kindergarten students.
And so I think the decision for the Board of Education was very easy because we know that a strong foundation for our early learners will result in brighter futures for our children. So there's been many exciting and positive areas, but we know there also comes challenges. So Mr. Langton, could you share some of the challenges that are associated with implementing full-day kindergarten in our community?
Absolutely. One of the greatest challenges that our school district has kind of lived with for the last 2 decades is overcrowding in all of our elementary schools. And so every time the topic of full-day kindergarten comes up, because it frequently is a request by our community, the issue of space always kind of prevails. And so 3.5, 4 years ago, we had the opportunity to pursue what was called at the state level an early childhood construction grant, which we ultimately did not receive. But it did provide us with the impetus for analyzing our space and determining that if we were able to build a separate facility for our preschool programs, ultimately an early learning center, that we might be able to accommodate full-day kindergarten in all of our elementary schools, which is exactly what we're in the midst of doing right now. So, the board needed to find a way that was cost-effective, and we could accomplish that construction project within our own means. So we are in the middle of a construction project to construct an early learning center on the site of the current Ardmore School, just west of the current school. That is going to eventually house all of our 3 to 5 year old programs that are currently housed at Ardmore School. Ardmore School was closed about 32 years ago in 1983 because of declining enrollments. And so little by little, we've added sections to that school for our 3 to 5-year-old programs, including some overflow kindergarten programs. So this is exciting because once that early learning center construction project is completed, we're going to move all of those 3 to 5-year-old programs into the early learning center, essentially vacating Ardmore School. And then the next decision is to reopen Ardmore Elementary School as a full kindergarten through 5th grade building. And obviously that would require us redrawing some of our attendance boundaries. And then ultimately, this decision provides us with the great opportunity to create that space in every school. The challenge with that, of course, is we are going to be disrupting some of our families, and they will have to attend different elementary schools starting next fall, which, while that is a challenge, and certainly we don't like to disrupt those attendance boundaries, the gains for all of our students to have access to full-day kindergarten, that is significant, without a doubt.
Well, how would a parent know if their child's elementary school assignment will be changing?
You know, one of the challenges that you always have is communication with a community. And so when we made these decisions late fall, early winter, we did send a letter home to all of our parents, a little over 600 parents, who will be affected by these changes. And so they were notified by mail. But in addition to that, we have added a feature to our school district website that is called an address finder. And any community member, whether they're looking to buy a home, whether they currently live in a home, if they're interested in seeing if their elementary attendance boundary either has changed or if they're trying to figure out which attendance area they live in, all they have to do is go to our school district website, and we're going to pull up on the screen the image of the school district website, and on the left side of the screen, in the menu options, there's attendance boundaries, and we currently have 2 options: the current attendance boundaries and then the new attendance boundaries. And if a community member were to click on the new 2015-16 elementary attendance boundaries, they'll see a page devoted to helping families understand where their child will go to elementary school. So we have this new feature called Verify Elementary Attendance Boundary, and it features an address search bar, and all a community member has to do is click on that box and type in their address. And I'll give you an example, just a couple that we pulled up. So here's one address on the east side of our town. And you can see it pre-populates some addresses, and here's the one that I was looking for, 352 East LaPorte Drive. And as soon as you click on that, it identifies with a pin, in this example, a red pin, showing it's right in the middle of the Fullerton attendance boundary. Now, some community members who live closer to the edge of an attendance boundary may get a little confused, so there's 2 ways that they can verify which attendance boundary they'd be in. They can either hit the zoom button, and I'm showing that on the screen. They can zoom in or zoom out, and then it provides a larger image. Or if they don't choose to do that, even if they just click on the pin, it pulls up another window verifying their address, and then it says that it's located in the Fullerton Elementary School attendance boundary. And I'll give you one more example on that just so you can see. That's on the east side of town, so we also could do one 1786 Golden Gate Drive, and then you can see it pre-populates addresses that are already there. So if you click on 1786 Golden Gate Drive, that now shows in the middle of the Stone attendance boundary. And again, if you click on the pin, it further verifies it. So that's a nice feature that allows anybody, whether they're looking to buy a home, switch homes, or just verifying if their elementary attendance boundary changed, they can easily find that on our school district website.
Very good. Well, now that parents are able to access that information, Mr. Wortman, can you share the registration process for parents for the 15-16 school year, such as when it takes place or what a parent is supposed to do for registering their child for school?
I will. Thank you, Mrs. Haney. Our kindergarten packets are done. Our dates have been set. As we've discussed, we're very excited to be able to offer kindergarten classes in all of our elementary school for the 15-16 school year. So the kindergarten registration packets are available at all of our schools, including our district office and also Indian Trail. We do, as always, we always have a centralized location. Our registrations are held at Army Trail School in the large gym, and our dates are set for March 6th, March 19th, and April 8th. Specific times are listed on the packet, so if you're interested in going to one of those times, or excuse me, one of those dates, you'll have to go to those times specified. So the registration packet is pretty detailed. It offers details of what is needed for registration, such as enrollment forms, proof of residency, and also original birth certificates. So we do ask that families complete the document or the packets prior to registration to kind of speed up the process. So we also do ask parents to bring their child to registration if another language is spoken in the home. For example, if their native language is Spanish, we do ask that they bring their child to the registration so that we can test them for their English proficiency. So it's a really exciting time at kindergarten registration. There's lots of activity, there's lots of kids. It's really a fun opportunity for families. New this year, we are going to be offering, we're inviting our parents to participate in a kindergarten university. Parents are asked to attend a session in early May, which will kind of talk a little bit about kindergarten readiness. In other words, we want to inform our parents of what we as a district expect our kids to come in with. So we are offering this special event for parents, for them to come and learn about what we expect for them to come into kindergarten, and also some fun activities that they can do at home with their children to help prepare them for kindergarten. So we're really excited about this event. We're hoping for a lot of participation, and lots of fun things are happening in Addison District 4, and I'm thrilled to be part of the whole process for the full day kindergarten, and we look forward to having our parents attend the kindergarten registration in March and April.
Very good. Well, thank you to Mr. Wortman and Mr. Langton for providing insight for our community about full day kindergarten, attendance boundaries, and registering their child for school. For additional information or more information regarding the elementary attendance boundaries, please visit our Addison School District 4 website at www.asd4.org. Thank you.
A picture-perfect lawn may look harmless, but its effects can be a real horror show. Rain washes fertilizer, bug and weed killers off your lawn, down ditches and drains, and into our rivers, where they can be toxic to wildlife and pollute our water. So cut back on lawn chemicals. Mow higher, leave the clippings, and enjoy a beautiful, healthy, safer lawn.
How do you feel about your commute these days? A little crabby? You can change that pretty easily. Just take Pace and feel happy as a clam. The savings will be a big change too. Travel in a more relaxing Pace.
Welcome back. Now we're joined by Don Figarelli, the Don of Sports. He's going to get us ready for another big event that Don is hosting. It's the first celebrity basketball game. Don, welcome.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me, Harry and Mike.
Michael Jordan's coming, and
well, Michael, he wanted
he wanted to come.
He
But
has
he's
other
retired.
commitments, but maybe next year.
Yeah,
He's making that first billion.
couldn't afford the trip here.
Right. Well, yeah, guys, what it is, it's a fundraiser, okay? A celebrity fundraiser.
That's the official name.
Yeah, that's the official name. Not charity event, but a fundraiser for various organizations in town, who you guys all know.
Oh, what a nice idea.
Yeah, more of in the sport vein. However, next year, if this is successful, I can always expand it a little bit and have non-sporting organizations like Center for the Arts or Addison Women's Club, because I'm going to try to, but the money I make, I'm going to donate it back to these organizations if they attend, if I have a pretty good gate. You know, you have to have.
So these are the athletic teams, like some of the ones that you've had on your show.
Exactly,
That we have
Laura.
here
Yeah,
at Addison.
exactly. Well,
oh,
like
that's
here.
nice for the kids.
Yeah, the AGSP, which is the Addison Girls Sports Program. Okay, that's one of the beneficiaries. The other one is, of course, the Addison Rec Club. Okay, the other one is the Knights of Columbus, which not too much sports, but they're very active. They're a good group. So they do sports. They do a basketball free throw, which we have done here.
Yes.
So they are into some sport. And then, of course, the switchboard, which is, of course, everyone knows the switchboard.
Yes.
Jim Lombardo, a great job that he does and they do. So they're going to benefit from
And
this.
it's a wonderful thing we have here, helping out our neighbors. Who
You
need
know, it's
some
going,
help.
keep
it's
it in
staying
town,
right in the
right.
community.
So it's all going back.
When you get like
to
big
Addison.
teams to come in, or if you got the Chicago Bears now, you'd have to pay them. They want a lot of money, so a lot of the money
And
goes
to take
to
your
that.
profits,
And there
exactly.
goes your profit. You know,
Yeah.
so that's why I want to keep it in town. Wait, the other one is the Addison Park District Foundation, but not the Park District now, but the foundation, which does a terrific job.
It helps supplement some
Yeah.
of the kids who can't afford the programs.
That's right here. That's right.
And it's so important for the kids to get involved in these sporting groups. It gets them out. It's exercise. It's fun. I mean,
Absolutely.
could be a very big part of their
Plus, you
young
get to
life.
see the celebrity. Who's a celebrity? then?
Well, all
Yeah,
right.
is this
who
Addison
constitutes a
celebrities
celebrity?
or
A good question. Like I say, what is this? A celebrity to me is someone in town that has accomplished something for the town, the village themselves. Like the mayor, let's say, he's going to attend, but he won't be able to play. But to me, he's a celebrity. You know what it takes to be
Well,
a
people
mayor?
know who he is, so
Pardon?
that makes him a celebrity.
That's right.
Everybody knows who the mayor is.
That's
you know.
right. So to me, it's a celebrity. Yourself, Harry, being a trustee, you're well known in town. So he's a celebrity to me. But
He is to
however-
me, too.
You're right. However, I do have for a trap. Some people say, "Well, who are you going to have? What celebrity?" You know.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
some
let's
of
get the date out. When are we going to do this wonderful thing?
March 29th. March 29th,
And that's,
which is a Sunday.
Sunday. Okay, that's
from
good.
1 to 5.
okay? Doors open at 2. You say here.
Yes.
At Indian
Okay.
Trail
And then-
Junior High.
right.
The game starts at
We all know
3.
where that
Game
is.
starts at 3. Yes,
So-
Indian Trail Junior High, wherever Lake Street and Kennedy Drive or
Yeah.
Army Trail, right? It'll accommodate. I hope I could get a couple hundred people to attend, because then I can start distributing some money back to these organizations.
Yes.
Hopefully, it's only it's a $10 charge. However, as these organizations sell so many tickets, they'll get back $1 a ticket for sure. And then again, like I say, if I make money on the overall gate, I will contribute more back to these organizations, hopefully. Okay, the celebrities, Harry, here, look. Scheduled to appear now, okay? You know what I mean? It's scheduled to appear. Ronnie Bull, who played for the Chicago Bears back a little ways, okay? He played for the Bears and the Eagles. Gloucester Richardson, he was in 2 Super Bowls with the Cowboys and the Chiefs. I'm going back now, but these guys are still
But they're-
only
but
in
they're,
their late
professional
60s.
athletes.
They're still in good shape, so they're scheduled to appear. Billy Legans, of course, who played quarterback for the Los Angeles Rams. Willie Roy, who is a well-known guy. He's in the Soccer Hall of Fame, and he was, soccer. He's most known for soccer, but he can do all kinds of sport. I think he was a wrestling champion at Illinois. So, and he's a funny guy. If you see, he just puts on a show. You know, he's one of those guys. And Gene Heiser, who played for the Cubs, Robin Earl for the Bears, Al White, Ronald Nesti.
Oh, sure.
Everybody knows Ronnie puts on the Italian
He's
fest.
going to be the
Oh, yes.
center. For us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right. He'll play that. That's right. And of course, Susan Positano, Alexis Positano, we're having some ladies now, you know, and both sides will have some ladies so they could play them at the same time. The Hartnett boys, Patrick and Dan, and of course, look at it, Harry Theodore right here.
Oh, Oh, that's celebrity.
Now you
That
reach
to me
the
is a
pinnacle
celebrity.
of celebrities in
Okay,
Addison.
now where do we get the tickets and how much are they?
Well, the tickets are $10, okay, and they can be, well, you can purchase them from, like I say, the AGSP, okay, that group, his name is Angel Carrera, and also the Rec Club, John Daniels will have some tickets. Hopefully we can get the tickets sold before the event. However, if someone might say, well, I'll be out of town, but I'll be back, they could come up
Or they can buy them at the
and buy
door.
it at the door. But
Well,
it'd be
I
nice
see
if
here
we
you
could
have tickets for adults, kids under 12. If they're accompanied by an adult, they get in for free.
That's right, Laura, I forgot about that,
Yeah,
right.
that's important, so families
Isn't that-
could go. That would
Right,
be
yeah,
nice.
the dad's playing, whatever, and the kids want, hey, I'll watch it, Dad, he gets in free.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's
And
great.
Isn't that
Yeah,
something?
that's a great
Yeah,
it's a fun
arrangement.
event anyway.
Right, at
Yeah.
halftime, we'll have some entertainment, okay, a band might play at the entertainment, and then little kids, 7, 8-year-old girls are gonna play an exhibition game for 10 minutes. stuff
We're not
like
going to
that.
get any
That's kinda
elderly
cute.
ladies doing pom-poms or anything?
No, back from the 70s to 60s. No, but also the first 100 people will receive a Italian ice cup free just for showing up. That's from Gelato del Oro. Will donate
Okay.
that.
So they'll be there
That's
making
very
that,
nice.
right?
Yeah, he's got some kind of
A booth. or
Machine.
something.
or something there?
container with dry ice in it. So I think
That's nice.
Yeah, okay. Free gelato. It's only $10. And a lot of the money that is made is going to go back to these organizations. So even if you're not in that organization, you live in Addison, come to the game anyway, and it'll benefit.
Well, you have fun and you're showing some support for all these organizations
And
If you
keep
for
look
it in
kids.
town. Keep it
If you're
in
looking
town.
to see Don, he's the guy with all these medals on his neck from all
And he's
the
weighted
events
down.
that he's won in the Senior Olympics.
So that's March 29th, a Sunday,
March 29th,
the last Sunday in March, obviously, at the Indian Trail School from 1
1 to 5.
to 5.
So there'll be some refreshments there.
Come and have a good time.
You could purchase some water and some things like that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks, Don. Good luck to you.
Oh, well,
Sounds like
It's
a lot
another
of
nice
fun.
event. You're
Yeah.
always getting in there.
Thanks for having me.
Okay.
You're welcome. Coming up next, we'll go to St. Philip the Apostle Parish. Recently, several agencies from this area received donations thanks to the generosity of the Addison Knights of Columbus. We'll take you to that event next.
Dear Mom, I don't know how to start saying something like this. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have gone to the party. I've entered a world I don't want to be a part of. I'm in hell, Mom. A nightmare, and I need you to help me. I'm so afraid it's too late. Everything spiraled out of control. I want to be your little girl again. I love you, Mom, and I don't know where to turn. Love
Dear
you.
baby girl, I wish I could have helped you. You would have never done anything ever for me to hate you. I just wish I could hold you in my arms and tell you it's all going to be okay, that we can just go back to the way it was. I love you, and I'd do anything to hold you in my arms one more time. Love, your Mom.
We're here this morning at the annual Knights of Columbus breakfast. This is the breakfast in which they present the checks from their annual Tootsie Roll drive. Mayor Veenstra is one of the very active members of the Knights of Columbus and has been for quite some time now. Mayor?
Well, this is one of our big events of the year, but there's a lot of men that are really behind this and really responsible for all the great things that the Knights do throughout the year. I'd like to introduce Mike Brunt, who's Grand Knight, and Jack Okaczynski, who is the Deputy Grand Knight. Jack, today's event really has been coordinated by you. So I know you don't like to take credit for the event, but would you tell us a little bit about the event and what it represents for the Knights?
Sure. For us, it really exemplifies what we do. Our main kind of virtue or whatever is charity. This is the big day where we promote ourselves by giving out checks or rewards to many beneficial organizations, and it's kind of like the highlight of the year for us at this point.
Do you know offhand how many organizations are receiving checks today?
There'll be eight official organizations via Supreme, which we call, and I think Mike has some other awards, but 8 organizations that get our rewards annually.
And this is funded primarily through the Tootsie Roll Drive?
Yes, it is. So all the hard work of our members that went in, especially Mike who chaired it, this is the big day that we get to reward everybody.
And Mike, you're our fearless leader, so tell us about the other events that go on throughout the year that the Knights are responsible for.
Well, one of the biggest ones that we actually do is the Tootsie Roll Drive. We do have numerous either pancake breakfast, spaghetti dinners that we actually raise money that way. We raise money through through websites and through other organizations that we do for a pro-life fund, and then just as money for our communities too, is that we can actually give money to different community organizations that are actually come to us and say we have this or that, or for whatever reason that they need.
Well, I know this year the Knights were very involved with our Memorial Day celebration and provided pancake breakfast, and also another event was the Shop with a Hero. You want to say a little bit about that?
That's actually one of the we have to raise funds and to be able to give them away. This year, what we have earmarked is whatever, because we do a free will donation at our pancake breakfasts, and we're going to do the free will donation again at the Memorial Day Village pancake breakfast that the Knights are running. But all the money that we raised this year from that pancake breakfast, when we do Shop for a Hero at Christmas time, all the money that we raised, we're going to give to them. Along as well, we're going to do Coats for Kids again this year. There's a couple companies here that have said that they would like to donate again to Coats for Kids. Last Christmas, we were able to give away 96 coats on behalf of the Knights.
It's great work done by a great bunch of men and very dedicated to our community. So, Lucille?
And we hope that you all participate in all of the Knights events. First of all, they're a lot of fun. And gentlemen, you really do a terrific job. They raise a lot of money that goes right back into our community, and you have a lot of fun donating. And again, you said free will. There is never a dollar amount attached. It's simply what you can or want to donate. So hopefully we will see you at the Memorial Day pancake breakfast that the Knights are hosting this year. And thank you for joining us. I'm Lucille Zucchero, along with Mayor Veenstra for Addison Community Television.
But most of you know what the Newman Fund is. The Newman Centers they're on most colleges, correct? They're on most college campuses. And it's actually for when the kids leave home and they go to college and they find the Newman Centers and they can continuing practicing their faith. It's a very short version of the Newman Centers, but that's basically of what the biggest thing is for the Newman Centers. Jim Stepanchak has donated quite a bit of money to the Newman funds through the state. And his award is what this is. Like I said, he's upstairs and he won't come down, but that's who this is for. So, and I think the Newman Fund, and I don't know if I'm correct in saying this or not, I think is a big benefit with vocations as well. I think this is actually a step toward vocations, because if there's somebody that maybe will go to the Newman Center and maybe having that calling of, is this a vocation that I want to do? And with having a Newman Center, I think maybe sometimes they may be able to take that next step and pick that they want to do that vocation. So anyway, My last award for today is Knight of the Year. This is a big honor for us as a council to be able to give this out. This is not an award from me. This is an award from the council for someone who's gone above and beyond everything that, you know, was not even asked. You know, a lot of guys, if you go up and you ask them, hey, can I help? Absolutely, you know, or, you know, you've done this in the past, sure, I'd do this again. But the night that actually says, yes, I'm going to do this, yes, I will, you know, hey, I get an idea, you know, let's do this, and, or, you know, and something that's just, he keeps going on, does the same thing, doesn't say anything, doesn't complain, and just because he knows what the future of the Knights are, and he's trying to keep up that thing. So, Jack Okaczynski. Is our Knight of the Year.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Michael, and council members and Brother Knights. Mike didn't tell you, when he asked me to do something, he has that gun behind him, and he didn't mention that, but no, I'm happy to do things, and as long as my wife keeps letting me do them, I will be happy to do them for the Knights, so thank you very much.
Okay, I'd like to take this time. There's a couple of people that are here that I would like to recognize that are here. If you could stand up and just kind of give a little wave, if you don't mind. Lucille Zaccaro, she's the village clerk of Addison. Here you are. Oh, there you are. Sorry about that. Rich Veenstra, a fellow Brother Knight and also the mayor of Addison. Bill Lynch, trustee of Addison. Denny Shook, he's the executive secretary of Illinois State Council. Tom Hudley, he's a Brother Knight, past Grand Knight, and village trustee. And I hope I do not mess up his name. Joe Maranovich. He's an Addison Police Deputy Chief. So I'm glad you guys are all here. Pardon me? Oh, Kathy's here. Hi, Kathy. Kathy Clusie here is also here, village trustee. Sorry, Kathy, I did not see your name on the list. And I didn't see you there either. I'm very sorry. One of the other things that actually makes this day possible is our sponsors. If you actually, everybody has them on the table. They're the books that are on the table. What makes this particular day possible is the sponsors that we actually have that are in that book. All the sponsors are always invited to come and be part of our banquet that we have here. A lot of times they're like, you know, this is for you, this is what we want to do. We're here to support the Knights. But two people that are actually here that I would like to recognize as supporters that are in the book. The first one is Vale Loftus. She's back there. And the other fine folks, he's actually also Brother Knight, Ron and Carol Calabrese. So I think with all of that, I think we're going to get started. Shut up. The first organization that we're going to have, and they're going to come up, each group is going to come up, and they're going to introduce themselves. They're going to tell them what their core value is. They're going to say a few words, and we're going to present them with the check. So at this time, we're going to start this. Our first group for this year is Best Buddies. You guys go right in the side.
Do you want to say your name?
Go right in the side. Go in that side.
they don't want to say their name. This is Alejandro Bueno, and this is Johnny Rodriguez. They're two of our buddies and best buddies. This is Alexandria. She is our president this year. We would just like to thank Knights of Columbus, not just for supporting us, but for supporting all your groups. It's a fantastic organization. We've been doing this, or I've been doing this for a lot of years, and unfortunately this year, we were not allowed to do the Tootsie Rolls within the school because of the guidelines of the standards, so we could not do the Tootsie Rolls within the schools. But we did go to the streets, and I was on Lake and Rawling Road with a bunch of students, and our black captain, not sure who he was, but brought us coffee. There he is. Brought our group coffee and kept them warm. We had a cold day, cold kind of drizzly day, and he brought us coffee and stuff, and we had a good group, and then other groups were at different corners, but that was the one I was at. But we just thank you so much for your support, and it really helps. We have about 65 kids this year in Best Buddies, and it's going strong. And this is our president. Do you wanna?
Just going off of what Miss H said, I'd like to thank the Knights of Columbus, because what we're doing here is creating friendships and bonds that last a lifetime and memories that we will always keep with us. So thank you.
Okay, our next group is Nezra. They're actually here in Addison. There they are.
Thank you so much. On behalf of Nezra, Karen Lesniak, I'm here to express our sincere thanks from all of our participants. We serve over 4,000 or 5,000 participants annually in over 600 programs. Specifically, your funds help contribute to our annual Special Olympic meet, allowing us to have a free event for over 250 athletes, adults and youth with intellectual disabilities. That date is May 16th. It's our 36th annual event this year, and I just want to thank all of the Knights for all your support and time and effort that you contribute throughout the year, but most importantly that day out at the event. It's just wonderful throughout the years having all of your support. Nezra's mission is to provide quality programs and services within the communities we serve for youth and adults with disabilities, and helping improve the quality of life for all of those folks. And with your help and the community support, we are able to do that, and we're just grateful. We're very happy to have been affiliated with the Knights for so many years. And on a personal note, I realized today, this is my 10th year being here with all of you, and it gives me great joy. I'm humbled and honored to be a part of such a great community of people that are so giving and so kind and generous and willing to give back. I just love coming here, and I enjoy it, and all of you here hold a very special place in my heart. And if you could even just come out to the Special Olympics just for the opening ceremonies at 9 o'clock, that in and of itself is very rewarding and fulfilling. So I thank you so much for all your support throughout the years. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, our next organization is Gateway for Learning. They're actually up in the city. Where are they at today? There she is.
Hello, my name is Stacy. This is Larry. Gateway to Learning was established by Dorothy Huff in 1974 to provide academic and pre-vocational education to special needs children. In 1979, Gateway expanded to assist special need adults. These specialized programs provided adults with a place to develop and use their skills to enrich their lives. Gateway is located at 4925 North Lincoln, that's in Chicago. Gateway is open year-round to maintain a consistency of skills to persist behaviors. Gateway serves over 80 adults throughout the year with active involvement from 30 faculties and staff. Gateway has several classes that cater to our clients' needs. Concept and Development Practical Life Program. This program focuses on helping our clients relate to people and their environment. Pre-academic, this program provides adults with readiness skills for reading, math, speech, language, handwriting, self-care, social and recreational skills. Academic program is for the higher level adults in a formal academic program to provide them with real life situations. Adult Development Training Program, that's the program that I teach. It's a program that teaches the kids self-help skills, life learning skills, community awareness, health and safety, and we do this in a food service program. Thank you, Knights of Columbus, for your donation, your participation in Gateway to Learning. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for all you do. I want to mention one thing about Gateway. Me and a couple of my brother Knights actually went up to Gateway to visit them. We have never been to their facility, and we just kind of wanted to see, kind of what it was all about and what we were actually supporting. And when you go there, it was actually really amazing the work that they actually do over there. And one of the other things I think is fairly new within the last couple of years, they actually have a bakery. Their facility is right on Lincoln Avenue, right by Western and Lawrence, right over there. But they have a storefront that's part of their building that's a bakery. And excuse me, the people that are there in the bakery are people who are at that facility. And this is a way for them to be able to teach them how to be in a work environment. Me and the other Knights that had gone there, we went in there and we spent money, and we were talking to one of the girls that were running the place that particular day, and I go, how are you guys doing? She goes, hey, we're actually making money here. So I actually kind of thought that was a really cool thing, so I wanted to mention that today as well. Our next organization is Misericordia.
Hi, I'm Therese Wozniak, and this is my brother, Sean Hartigan. Sean has been a resident of Misericordia for 28 years, and we've seen it grow, and it's just a phenomenal place. And if it wasn't for groups like the Knights of Columbus, Misericordia would be highly impacted without their very generous donation and support. It is a wonderful facility. And if you ever get a chance to visit, please do. They have an array of living facilities we have villas, we have homes, we have apartments. It's just a wonderful place. And if you ever get the chance, please do visit. But again, on behalf of my brother and my family and all the residents and families at Misericordia, we thank you very, very much for your continued support. Can I say thank you? Say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
God bless you. Thank you, Father.
Thank you. Thank you. Our next recipient is Ray Graham.
Well, good afternoon. I'm Linda Phillip. I'm the PR and Marketing Coordinator for Ray Graham Association. I have a great group of guys with me from our Vista Silla here in Addison, and these guys are just Great guys, and we just want to thank you for supporting us and keeping us. One of our mission statement is empowering people with disabilities, and you know, it's because of your support that keeps us doing wonderful things with these guys. These guys are out and about. They come along with us for all sorts of things, and they get to do everything that they really want to do. Right, guys? Right. This is Sean. This is Ben, and this is
Mark.
And this is Mark. So, and we have John in the back waving.
Hey, hey.
There he is.
John,
Yep.
That's John.
That's John.
Hey.
Yeah, and we just want to thank you for your support. We serve here directly. We have over 2,000 people that we support throughout DuPage County, but in Addison directly, we have about 150 with the Vista Silla and also with our Specialized Learning Center, which is located in Addison. And unfortunately, none of those folks could come with us. They're celebrating Valentine's Day today. So we are just happy to have the Vista guys with us. And you guys want to say thanks? Can you say thank you? Go ahead, Sean.
Hi, my name's Sean, and I'm just saying thanks for you guys.
Mark, you want to say something? Go ahead, you say thank you. Say thank you.
My name's Mark Cross. Thank you. I want to say my name's Mark Cross. I wanted to sing my name's Mark Cross.
Good job, Ben. All right, thank you very much. Nice job. Good job.
John, you say.
My name is John Paul Johnson. I would like to say hello to my mom and dad and my favorite sisters.
Thank you. Okay, our next recipient is Kids Equipment Network. Mr. Caruso.
Good morning. I brought some friends this year because I could kind of tell you what we do, and I think what we do is very special, just as every other group in this room does very special things. We take refurbished equipment, we take used equipment and we refurbish it and give it to kids with special needs who may not be able to get equipment in order to make their lives more independent. And we've been doing this since 2005. The Knights have helped us along the way, and we're very grateful for what the Knights do to help us do that. We've had fun with the Tootsie Roll Drive, and we have a spaghetti dinner in this room coming up in April if you want to mark your calendars. It's going to be a little commercial. But I'm a physical therapist, and as a physical therapist, I've chosen a career that's been very fulfilling to me, but I have to say over the last 10 years of doing this, this is something that fills my heart, my spirit, and I think makes a change for the greater good in the world. And given the world as it is today, I think we need a little bit of that, and I think these groups reflect that in this room. So I brought some friends to say a few words, and I have to thank the Knights for their ongoing support.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Lorena. This is my daughter, Kaylee, who's benefited from Tim's organization, and this is my husband. Just want to say thank you to him and thank you to the Knights of Columbus for their generosity. It's greatly impacted our lives. Kaylee's able to function more efficiently because of the equipment that we've received from Tim, and it's basically changed our lives. And I want him to know that we really appreciate it.
Good afternoon. Thank you, everybody. Thanks tonight. Thank you very much.
Good morning. I'm Katie Dillon. This is Maggie. And she, too, has received equipment from the Kids Equipment Network, a walker and a wheelchair that enabled her to get around at school. And I'm very pleased to say that as of October, she graduated from the walker, no longer needs it, and we were able to give it back to Tim so he could get it to another child who may need it. So they do wonderful work, and we appreciate your support. Thank you.
And I just want to say that this is a labor of love, and so I brought some other friends here, Anthony and Carm and Dave in the back. And it's strictly a volunteer organization. We have one person who does logistics for us, but we have a monthly clinic, and we have, I say, the usual suspects who come and help us build equipment and put it out there for folks. So if you're ever interested in wanting to come and check that out, it's right up the street here in Bloomingdale, and it really does fill your heart to come and check it out. So thanks again.
Our next recipient, it's District 88, Perks and Possibilities. I'm going to actually let them explain. This is actually one of the other ones I've actually had the honor of going over and speaking with. This is another, you know, I'm almost positive, I should look into this a little bit more, but I'm almost positive that all these groups do the same thing, but being able to see some of these things firsthand, this Perks and Possibilities is another organization that helps mentally challenged to be able to get up, to get up and work on their own. So District 88, Perks and Possibilities.
Which one is it? This one right here?
Either one. Both.
Good afternoon. My name is Anthony Lococo. The Perks and Possibilities Cafe is a chance for students that have left Willowbrook or Addison Trail High School, but are not yet able to have the skills to work at a job where they can earn money yet. Some other students may have those skills, but not independent living skills. So our program provides them with those skills, and at Perks and Possibilities, they come from Monday through Thursday from 9 to 11, and they practice using a cash register, making coffee, setting up the snack stands, everything that you would see at your typical 7-Eleven or convenience store. Our students practice that on a daily basis. You're welcome to come out and check it out yourselves. It's at the Addison Public Library. So if school's in session, we're in session. So come out and check it out. I want to thank the Knights of Columbus for their continued support of our program. It is very much appreciated, and we definitely use it for great things. So thank you very much.
Our next recipient is Easter Seals.
Hi, I'm Eric Johnson. I'm a Vice President of Easter Seal DuPage in Fox Valley. First, I want to say we are so honored to be here amongst all of these wonderful providers, and it seems like a common goal that we're all trying to achieve is helping those with special needs and disabilities lead more independent and more high-quality potential living lives. And I just, a round of applause for everyone in the room, because I am humbled to be with you. We are also honored to have the ongoing partnership of the Knights. Easter Seals, DuPage and Fox Valley serves more than 3,200 children, infants, and young adults every year. And the only way we can do that is with the help of the community. We're all in a changing world that is changing more rapidly than we can even define, let alone keep up with. But the one constant within that is there are community members such as the Knights who want to invest in our mission and help the children that we serve gain greater independence and greater skills so they can build their own foundation for the future. And for that, we thank you very much, and we appreciate your support. Thank you very much.